Hey, I'm Anna.
I'm Brittany.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
I am currently the president of the Tragic City Rollers. We are Birmingham's only women's flat track derby association team. We've been around, this will be our 11th year of roller derby.
Okay.
So what do you do? Yeah.
I am one of the owners and managers at East 59 Vintage and Cafe.
Okay.
So we've got a coffee shop and a vintage store that are connected, so people can eat and shop.
That's always a good way to go.
Yeah.
So what brought you into like vintage? Has it always been, like I love vintage stuff, but you kind of have to have a niche for it.
Yeah, to answer that question, I kind of have to go back to why a coffee shop at all. My best friend and I moved to Eastlake. She and her husband moved to Eastlake about 3 years ago. My husband and I moved to Eastlake about a year and a half ago. And it was when we started living there, we realized there was nowhere for us to go out and hang out in our community.
Right.
We had to leave the neighborhood to go have dinner or lunch or anything. And so we were like, well, let's open up a coffee shop. That'd be fun, because we're crazy. And so our families got behind us, so it's a family business. So we really wanted the coffee shop and cafe. And then one of our family members currently had a vintage store. So that was just a natural fit for us.
Gotcha.
And now Amber, who's one of the co-owners and other manager, she runs the cafe side and I run the vintage side. And it's been fun to learn all different kinds of things about antiques and different paint lines, and I get to buy jewelry and accessories with someone else's money. So I mean, it's great. So that's a little bit about our store.
So it's a nice little community buy-in.
Yes. We try really hard to employ people that live in Eastlake. That's really a priority for us as we look for quality employers within our neighborhood, because we want to start there first. We also work really hard to keep the neighborhood informed. We have a huge calendar in our cafe. It's about 15 by 15 feet that we change each month and update anything that's happening in the neighborhood.
That's pretty
If it
cool.
supports the whole neighborhood, we put it up there.
That's awesome.
So it's been neat because neighbors come in and they're like, I didn't know that happened in our neighborhood. So it's been fun. We've been open for a little less than a year. So first year, it's a learning curve.
Right.
Being a small business owner is a challenge, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you didn't think that was what you were gonna
Yeah.
go into.
I have an undergrad and a master's degree in elementary education.
It's completely opposite.
So it definitely is different than how I thought,
Right.
what I thought I would do, but I love it.
Yeah. That's the most important part.
Yeah. Tell me about roller derby. Like what attracted you to join?
I've grown up playing sports my entire life, did intramurals in college, and then you graduate and you're like, okay, what's there to do now? And so I was just looking into, different team sports. I would have been okay with like a softball league or something, and I came across roller derby, and I'm into doing things that are different. I've tried curling. Too bad we don't have a curling league, because that would be all over.
That would be awesome. That's my favorite sport to watch in the Olympics.
Me too. And I'm like, it comes on at 3 a.m., but I'm right there.
Still gonna wake up and watch.
And so I found roller derby. They were going to have like a tryout in 2 weeks, and so I was like, I'll go see what it's all about. And I started, and I got plugged in with a good group of girls that just we all came in at the same time, and most of us are still here, and it's fun. It's I think when people think of roller derby, they think about a bunch of girls hitting each other.
Yeah.
And while that's the case, or they think about like their grandmother's roller derby, which is like, oh, you're gonna like fly over the rail, and I'm like, no railings, no bank track, it's flat. We do hit each other, but it's a lot of us supporting other women from different social backgrounds. We're very involved in the community. We choose a charity every year that we raise money for. This year
awesome.
It's the Central Food Bank, or Central Alabama Food Bank, but we've done Lakeshore, we've done the Children's Hospital, and so we do a lot of events, ovarian cycle. We did Mercedes this year, and so very much involved in the community and social activism, and just want to get out there and and support our community and any way we can.
So it's more than just the sport. There's
It
a
is.
sense of community.
Yeah, it's about, it's about the athleticism, and there's strategy involved, but it's also about community, and not just like our community as like a roller derby team, but it's about the community as in Birmingham, the roller derby community as a whole, and supporting events and things that go on in Birmingham.
Mm-hmm. How would you say the city has responded to a roller derby league?
Very well. I think first of all, when most people find out there's a roller derby league, they're kind of shocked because they don't know.
Right.
And then they're like, "Oh, I got to come to a game," and you come to a game, and it's exciting. It's a great way to spend a Saturday night. All of our games are on Saturday night.
Okay.
At Zamora Temple in Irondale. And what's great about that is that you can have suicide seating, so you can get like right down by the track, or you can sit in the upper level.
I'm gonna be an upper level fan.
and kind of look down on everything that's going on. I think when you first come, it's kind of hard to kind of follow the game, but it's exciting. There's big hits. There's lots of strategies. There's jumps. It's a lot of fun. And I think when people get there and they realize, what the game's all about, they come back for more. So. It's a great way to spend a Saturday night.
That does sound like fun.
Yep, you'll have to come out and check one of our games.
I would like that. That would be fun. We'll have to put it up on our calendar.
Yep, May 7th is our next one at Zamora. So yeah, it'll be a fun time.
That's really cool. What's your favorite thing to do outside of roller derby in the city?
Outside, I love spending my time downtown.
Okay.
I love what's going on downtown, and what they've done in Avondale, and what they've done over near Good People and Railroad Park, and how it's all coming up, and all these businesses are starting to pop up. And so it's funny because a lot of us will get on our roller skates and we'll meet at like Railroad Park, and we'll just skate all around. Any Saturday or Sunday you can see us just like rolling down the streets.
That's awesome.
All over town. Just to get out there. It's a neat little area that's kind of revitalizing. So we spend a lot of our time downtown.
Yeah, I love that too. My favorite thing, I'm excited that Pepper Place is opening back up. I know that me and every other person in Birmingham will be there on Saturday.
Yes, love Pepper Place.
But I just love that Birmingham had, like, for so many years, I grew up in Birmingham. I lived in a suburb of Birmingham, and to see the transition and the awakening downtown, it's exciting.
I think it's exciting for everybody, just like a place to go. Usually when you refer to downtown, it's like something you kind of want to stay away from, but within the past couple of years, it's kind of built up and growing, and there's lots of new things and new things for families. To get out there and to try, and so it's a great time to be part of the city, and what they are continuing to do. So
I know for us, one thing that has been really cool is the coffee scene in Birmingham. I mean, it has changed so much in the past few years. It's just cool to see that any weekend you can go to 6 different specialty coffee shops and get a unique cup that you couldn't get before. So I love that.
As much as I would like to say I know about the coffee scene, I do not drink coffee at all.
I had never made an espresso shot, like an espresso-based drink, ever before we started this business. So we spent weeks at a training center in Atlanta to make sure that we were serving top-notch coffee.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
We've coined it coffee college. So you can go to coffee college and learn how to be a barista in like 2 weeks.
That's
cool.
So
it's really, and then it takes just lots of skills and practice, and it takes a lot of fine tuning. We spend a lot of time with our staff, just training and tasting and making sure that we sell the best cup.
Have you created a new kind of coffee?
We have not created a new coffee. We like to mix a lot of flavors around.
What's your favorite?
My favorite. We do an iced tea latte, not like sweet tea, but like an Earl Grey tea or a breakfast tea. And we brew that really strong, and then we add some vanilla and some milk and some other, secret little flavorings, and we call it an iced tea latte. And so we get that question a lot, like, what do you mean you just put sweet tea and milk together? And I'm like, no, there's a lot more to it. And everybody that tries it, they say it tastes like drinking a cupcake.
Wow.
So, I mean, that's good advertisement
That
for it.
is.
We should call it the cupcake latte.
You should.
So we'll have to add that to the menu.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we really like to experiment with different things, and cold brews are really popular, especially heading into the summer.
Right.
So you got to make sure that you have really good cold coffee as well. So just trying different techniques to see what people like. And then we, being a cafe as well, we've got a wider menu, and we do a traditional just root beer float. So I mean, old school root beer float, and people come in and they get so excited because it just reminds them of childhood.
Right.
We get a lot of people that graduated from Woodlawn High School and Banks High School, was out in the Eastlake area, and it's a lot of older people, and they come in the shop and they're like, our neighborhood is coming back, and they walk in and they talk with us, and then they leave with such pride that their neighborhood is coming back. So
it's a good feeling.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Right.
When people that grew up in Eastlake come into the shop and they're proud.
Yeah.
Everybody feels like they're part of it.
Right.
It was so good to talk to you. I loved hearing more about Tragic City Rollers, and I'll have to come check out a game.
It was nice talking to you too, and I'll have to definitely stop by the Eastlake area and maybe try a root beer float.
Yeah, maybe y'all can roller skate around.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Good to meet you.
You too.